Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. I am continuing Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 11, and it is titled Shattered. And that might very well be how I'm gonna be feeling after watching this episode, Shattered, because I kind of know what's coming or what's coming up very, very soon. If not in this episode, then definitely in the last one, and that is Order 66. And whenever that happens, it's things are gonna be even darker than they are right now. But these last few episodes have just been amazing, and it's crazy how well it overlaps with Revenge of the Sith and everything. We know how much it adds to that whole conversation between Ahsoka and Maul in the last one. Talking about possible outcomes, even though we know what's going to happen, you still sit there with just the teeny tiny bit of hope, sliver of hope that maybe they would be able to actually mock up Sidious's plans and everything. But we know that's not going to happen. It's still everything's going to come crumbling down. The Republic, the Jedi, it's all over. And Maul said as much. And there are even like a lot of details just in the last episode that I didn't even get to talk about. Just like Dryden Voss, we got a little cameo of him and Maul talking to everybody there in the underworld, the Black Sun and the Pikes, and then Crimson Dawn, of course. And the title of the last episode, The Phantom Apprentice, I thought of it as soon as I finished the episode. I just didn't get to talk about it that much, but the Phantom Apprentice, of course, that it's not referring to Maul. That's referring to Anakin, because he is the Phantom Menace's Phantom Apprentice, however you want to put that. But he is the Phantom Apprentice, of course, because he's the one that you don't know about. You don't know that this Dark Lord, he already has an apprentice in mind. And that's the whole thing that Maul was talking about, and the whole reason why he came up with this plan to lure, Obi-Wan and Anakin to Mandalore, but he then ended up getting Ahsoka instead. And she was able to, defeat him towards the end there, or he basically defeated himself a little bit, but he's captured now. And I'm expecting for something to happen for him to, get out of the Republic's clutches again and continue his reign of terror, whatever he's going to do to end up in where we see him in Solo and in Rebels. And that thing that's going to happen, that could very well be Order 66. But I think I have been talking plenty now. I just want to jump into this second to last episode of the Clone Wars ever. I can't believe we're here. You can, of course, always also check out our full-length reactions for the Clone Wars and all the other shows that we're doing on our Patreon page. The link is down in the description below. And here we go. Another very somber start to the episode. No recaps, no nothing. Just the title, Part 3, Shattered.
Watch it.
Yeah, you got Gar Saxon. He's probably not going to be imprisoned for long, though, because we know. If you've seen Rebels, you know what happens to him, or what kind of position he ends up in.
You actually captured it. I'm impressed.
That is what the Council wanted.
You succeeded where many have failed.
I've learned from the best, including you.
I wish I was good at something other than war.
Your people need a new kind of leader.
My sister tried that. I never understood her idealism.
Until now?
I have the Council waiting.
And Master Skywalker, were you able to contact him?
He was at the meeting when I left to get you.
Okay, another scene from Revenge of the Sith, or from the time of.
I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi. The dark side of the Force surrounds the Chancellor.
Okay, we've heard that before.
If he does not give up his emergency powers after the destruction of Grievous, then he should be removed from office.
Exact same lines.
Great care we must take.
And normally the scene ended there.
I did my duty as a citizen.
Not as a Jedi.
No, not yet. I was hoping to speak with General Skywalker.
I sent him to inform the Chancellor that General Grievous has indeed been located on Ultima.
It's happening now.
Engage the enemy. He has.
Then the war could be over soon.
That depends on the Chancellor.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, citizen. These matters are for the Council to discuss.
Oh,
I understand.
shut down. It's the fucking tension.
Ahsoka, more to say, have you? A message for Skywalker, perhaps?
No, Master. Thank you. I'll tell him myself.
Ah, fuck.
May the Force be with you, Padawan.
You didn't tell them what Maul said about General Skywalker.
No, I didn't.
You probably should have, but... Whoa, that is, some way to transport him. The music. Oof.
A relic of a bygone era when Mandalorians had reason to imprison you Force-wielding maniacs.
I thought your sister outlawed such devices.
This is the last one. Goodbye, Ahsoka Tano.
Until we meet again. Okay, so leaving Mandalore now. There's a lot of clones there, though. Whoa, what's gonna happen? Okay. Even more clones. Ahsoka, shit. I know she's gonna get out of this, but it's still quite the predicament if the whole thing is gonna kick off like any minute. Yeah, they're saluting you now.
We were trained to be keepers of the peace, not soldiers. But all I've been since I was a Padawan is a soldier.
Gives us clones all a mixed feeling about the war. Many people wish it never happened. But without it, we clones wouldn't exist.
Well,
That's true.
then perhaps some good has come from all of it. The Republic couldn't have asked for better soldiers. Nor I, a better friend.
Commander X, the latest briefing has come in.
You go. I'm sure it's more good news.
It's coming. The calm before the storm. Alright, what's Maul gonna do? Can he do anything?
Execute Order 66.
Yes, Lord Sidious.
No. Rex.
Rex,
Rex.
it's Anakin. I feel like something terrible has happened.
No! I'll do it.
Rex, What's happening?
Stay back!
What?
Fight him!
She went. Yeah. Shit. How's Rex gonna survive this whole thing?
I want you to go to the detention level. Execute Maul. Yes, sir. All right, Ned.
Execute Maul.
All right. We'll fan out and move section by section. Come on. Let's get moving.
I thought maybe he had removed his fucking inhibitor chip, but not yet. Oh, you sent 2 guys to execute him? 2 clones? That's it? Is Ahsoka gonna rescue him? She is!
Don't make me regret this.
You survived.
The clones turned against me.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Okay, so he didn't know like the details, but
Privy to my master's plan. But now I see it.
I'm not here to team up with you. I need a diversion, and you're it. Now go cause some chaos. That's what you're good at.
Destroy the escape pods and increase security on the hangar decks. Run away, sir.
sounds like Chopper.
An independent investigation confirmed that the clone trooper CT-5555 experienced a malfunction with his inhibitor chip.
Oh, that's why. Find 5s. Yeah. Oof. Okay. Whoa. This is just like the fucking Vader hallway scene almost, just without a lightsaber. Jesus, that's brutal. Oh!
Chopper, if you read this, seal the door. We want to redirect his approach. Over.
I don't suspect Maul's lightsaber is on this ship. Oop.
Hey, out of the way.
Come on, Ahsoka.
You cross-wired?
Rex, I think I know what's happening. I saw your report on 5s. It isn't your fault. I can help you.
Where is she?
I'm right here. Careful! We're trying not to hurt him.
Start working on these doors.
Okay, you're gonna have to work very fast. Or have the machine work very fast, or something.
But the chip has to be there. Check again. How close are they? Gigi, if they override the door controls, you have to reseal it fast. R7, anything?
But is Rex gonna be able to, like, make the other clones stand down?
I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force, and the Force is with me. I
Oh, Rogue One reference.
You found it? R7, get him under and remove that thing. I don't know if it will work, but if it doesn't, we're dead anyway. Get ready out the door.
She's not killing them. But he did.
Rex, are you okay?
Yeah, kid. I'm okay. Sorry for what happened earlier. It's all of us. The entire Grand Army of the Republic has been ordered to hunt down and destroy the Jedi Knights.
No, fuck no, don't end here. Why? I need to like somehow when all of the episodes are out, like edit these last 4 together as like one whole movie and then watch it as one, because yeah. But that was the penultimate episode of the Clone Wars, and thankfully we don't have to wait that long until we get the finale. It's coming out May 4th, which is that's pretty neat. Nice decision, I think. Good timing. We're also getting some other Star Wars stuff there, but oh, this was just sorry. This was just as I expected. Very hard to watch. I do feel somewhat shattered, even though like we know everything that's coming. We know what's gonna happen, and we know who survives, we know who doesn't, pretty much all the way. It's just, they're just so well done, the episodes, the tension, the pacing, directing, animation, voice acting, the music. Oh, my sweet lord, the music. And that has always been like one of the biggest characters of Star Wars in general. It's just the music, and they're really using a lot of great scores and a lot of John Williams stuff, of course, like mainly in these last one. Even though I'm sure what's his name, Kevin Kline, I think, or something. The guy who usually is doing the score for the Clone Wars, I'm sure he's doing some stuff as well. And yeah, it's just that it wasn't, as full-on action-packed and epic as the last episode. That was really, really epic and like some of the best Star Wars I think I've ever seen. And this is still up there. It's just in the tension is just on a whole other level in an episode like this, where once again we know what's going to happen, but it's just how are they going to go about things. And then getting scenes that, like, even though we got a scene, but basically we got a scene from Revenge of the Sith with the Jedi Council talking about, I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi. That's what Mace said, talking about the Chancellor, his emergency powers, he should give them up, or he should be removed from office, all of that. And then that scene it went directly into, what we see in this one. And that was really, really cool. You can always be like, why didn't they mention Ahsoka? Why didn't anyone mention Ahsoka or Maul or Mandalore in Revenge of the Sith? And of course, there's an easy answer to that, and that's because they hadn't written this stuff at this point. It wasn't in their thoughts. Ahsoka wasn't even a character at that point. But the way they weave it in and make it seem, natural and seamless, that's really impressive, I think. And it's just it lends a whole other sense of gravitas to the situation and to the episode overall, that it's intertwined with stuff that we have heard and we have seen before. yeah, oh man. But she was able to do it. Ahsoka, she's the one, and that's of course something that we didn't know, that she was going to be the one who removed Rex's inhibitor chip, because he mentioned in Rebels that he had it removed. It's just I don't remember the wording like exactly, or I thought that maybe he removed it himself at some point, and I was thinking that they were, because they were referring to like a previous storyline in this one where Rex, he found out that there was something with these inhibitor chips, something wrong, some other purpose, and he did a whole investigation and everything, but it never went any further. And I thought maybe, as a like he did it, he removed it without us knowing, or like because of what happened there, but no, it happened here, and I think that was a brilliant way of building even more tension, that at first Rex actually attacked Ahsoka. He shot at her, which was, I maybe you could see me welling up a little bit there, but that's really hard to see, especially after everything we've witnessed through the entirety of the series, and just the stuff like just leading up to the scene where everybody's saluting Ahsoka, and Ahsoka and Rex are looking back at everything they've gone through, and this whole thing with, if the war, if it hadn't happened, then the clones, they wouldn't be there. There wouldn't have been any need for the clones, and yeah, Rex would never have been born or created. So some good came out of it, but still there's the good moments that the Jedi had with the clones, and the good that the clones were able to do during the Clone Wars. Does that outweigh what they then become after Order 66, and how they essentially really build the foundation of the Empire, and everything that the Empire is then going to do? Because that wouldn't have happened if Palpatine or Sidious wasn't able to do what he did with Order 66 and the clones, and getting rid of the Jedi in that way, because that's what he needed to do, was, not just get rid of the Jedi, but also make the galaxy turn on the Jedi, and make them accept that, yeah, sure, they committed treason, they have lost their way. We can easily see that through all of these like past years and everything that has gone, everything that has happened with the Clone Wars, and the fact that they are essentially soldiers and not peacekeepers anymore. And Ahsoka even commented on that a little bit in this one. And yeah, so a lot of stuff that we've heard before, but we get it from new angles, and from characters that, of course, we've learned to love throughout the Clone Wars series, and what I would call like the two main characters besides the ones from the movies. And that's Ahsoka and Rex. Now, one episode left. What the hell is going to happen? They're going to have to get off this ship. And Maul, of course, he's still in it. Ahsoka rescued him, holy shit, and asked him to just go out and do what the fuck you do best, and just, chaos. Do your thing, Maul. She was not going to give him a weapon, but it didn't really seem like he needed it. He was able to just, that fucking hallway scene massacre, that was almost like even more brutal than the one with Vader, if not like for like the imagery itself. Like the Vader one was, of course, dark with the red and everything, that was real menacing. But in this one, it was just like even more brutal, because Maul, he wasn't using a lightsaber. He was using the environment and like sharp metal objects to just slice the heads of clones, and using the doors to cut off arms. And whew, that was some scene, and I am really excited to see like how's he gonna get away from this. Is he gonna go along with Rex and Ahsoka? How are they gonna get away from this? Because I think Rex said at one point, like, destroy all the escape pods, so they're gonna have to escape on a ship. And I don't know how many ships there are on this, on this cruiser that are spacefaring, or that can like jump into hyperspace, because I'm pretty sure the gunships can't do that. So maybe the Rex and Ahsoka and Maul, they're gonna have to escape together, and that could be real interesting. And then, yeah, I don't know. I dare not theorize. I just want to watch the last episode and see how exactly they're gonna end this magnificent series. Because I really think that Clone Wars has been amazing. I'm not gonna like totally say goodbye to it yet. As I said, we still have one more episode, but I'm just so happy that like we're getting these last 4 episodes, and yeah, the first 8 of the season, they were entertaining. They were fine. The first 4 more so than the middle 4, the middle arc. But everything that's going on in these last episode, that just totally makes up for any shortcomings I can think of. It's just that good. It's some of the best Star Wars I've seen in a long time. Maybe only like rivaled by The Mandalorian at this point, like when we're talking new era Star Wars. Yeah, but I think that's gonna do it for my reaction and review of Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7 Episode 11 Shattered. And I can't wait. I will see you very, very soon. Hopefully, I will be able to get it out on Monday. If not, then as soon as possible. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. See you soon, and may the Force be with you always.